In February 2026, the U.S. political situation appears to be stable, but it could deteriorate. We know the risks. What if things get worse? Suppose protests don't work. Suppose Congress won't protect us. Suppose election results are ignored. Suppose our government becomes our enemy. What do we do? This video describes one way to restore democracy. Consider there are two types of governments. There is the federal government in Washington, D.C., and there are 50 state governments. Both types have political power. They control budgets, police, and military personnel. About half of them, the blue states, believe in democracy. Blue state governors have authority over budgets, police, and military personnel. Each state by itself is weak, but blue states united are strong. Blue states could unite to form a national government, to do what Washington fails to do, to protect people and property, to safeguard rights, to uphold the law. Has Washington been doing these things? No. Could a blue state government do these things? Yes. It's that simple. A blue state government should have what Washington has: a Justice Department, a Supreme Court, an FBI, a Treasury, and so forth. It should be physically located in a large and prosperous state like California or New York, or a centrally located state such as Illinois. Let's suppose it is in Illinois for illustrative purposes in this video. It should be nonpartisan to protect both capital D Democrats and capital R Republicans who believe in democracy. Its mission is to restore the legitimate American political process. I recommend an arrangement in which blue state governors choose one of their own to be the leader, but keep their choice secret, so he or she is anonymous, for two reasons. First, to protect them from federal predations. Second, to lessen a risk of tyranny later on. But rule by a committee won't work. We need a single leader to enable unity of command, so the government can act swiftly and decisively. I have outlined a hypothetical blue state national government, its purpose, its location, its structure. Here's what it should do. First, it should control the police and National Guard within blue states. It must persuade officers to be loyal to their state and not to Washington. It's what's best for everybody. If it issues orders, those orders must be obeyed. This is vital. If it can't exert such control, then this strategy won't work. Full stop. Try something else. Second, it should protect people in widening circles, starting with its own officers and staff, expanding outward to include journalists, celebrities, judges, politicians from both parties, their families and friends, television and radio stations, and then to all of us. Third, it should require blue state residents to stop sending federal tax payments to Washington. We should send tax money to the blue state treasury instead. It is easy to make a case why this is necessary. Simply, our tax dollars should go toward protecting us. Washington doesn't do that. They waste money. Consider what happened to Minnesota mother Renee Nicole Good. She sent her tax dollars to Washington. They hired ICE agents, bought them guns and bullets, and one of them executed her in broad daylight. Her tax dollars went toward her own execution. So we must stop sending our tax dollars to Washington. Fourth, it should have a public relations department It should direct the activity of blue state residents. It should promote the benefits of democracy. It should advocate tolerance of legitimate Republican and Democratic views. It should try to persuade fascists that fascism is ultimately bad for themselves. Fifth, it must prohibit speech that advocates fascism, racism, anti-democratic violence, and autocracy. It must close down propaganda organs which pretend to be news organizations, as well as social media firms whose algorithms push violence and hate. Sixth, it must establish ties with foreign governments. For example, it could urge Canadian officials to permit visa-free travel between non-adjacent blue states. It should end unlawful tariffs and repair relations with allies. Seventh, it should try to persuade purple and red states to join the alliance. It might focus its efforts on blue cities in red states. Eighth, it should investigate corrupt federal officials so they can be held accountable later. Ninth, it should protect organizations that do the right thing. It should punish ones that don't. 10th, it should rehire wrongly fired federal officials. Reviewing briefly, here are the 10 steps. If it takes these 10 steps, it will likely prevail peacefully to restore democracy in all 50 states. We should support it wholeheartedly. We know the risks. An attention-getting episode of unpredicted violence could be a pretext for Washington to round up and assassinate opposition leaders, like Hitler did during the Night of the Long Knives. If democracy is restored, then it is time for substantive political reform of a nonpartisan nature. I recommend watching my video entitled How to Fix America. Please share this public domain video, like, subscribe, and comment. Let's hope that our current political situation stabilizes so a blue state government solution is not needed. Thanks for watching, and may God bless America.